Mame fa na se ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
I want you to join me today listening to a shocking expression shown by Listowel involving AKumfi in the SkyTrain scandal. He also dropped so many revelations or shocking secrets, which I would like you to join me listening to what he said into detail. This is the only place to watch your facts and political news. Don't look no further. If you're a new person, just subscribe for more video. Like and also turn the notification bell on, because PENDREAM TV bring you nothing but the best and facts, which you cannot afford to mix out. Just subscribe. Thank you. Without much ado, I would like you to join me listening to what he said into detail. You can also send us your view or your expression through our WhatsApp number, which is 0277128777, or leave a comment at the comment section after watching. Thank you, and God bless you for doing that.
Nana,
Bremna,
my main facunya was on a menchiatifo, and Yashafo, na memmo or Bassonia Jumaswan Woye. Na menchia minuanum Macathy ne Kodrebois. Na as usual, almost memo my Bassone Ejumaswan or Moye Bois or my Ghana, Sanse Omonema Edrevia in Yabitie, and tea a bomber basso papa. Na the attorney say, Nanama, says, I will share Professor AKumfi. He is one of the very few people na may war in idiation a mom.
Okay.
Sanse.
About politics, moi.
Am I say mukra dear? Intimi nya BBP, I met me them in South Point. So now the thing is, anytime Biana obi ebeyire ne ho abon woman no ma minya odoson could be the man. Sanse. I don't know, naturally no may sap you.
Okay.
Me be a me wo admiration ma omo intelligent.
Okay.
And it so bit me yire ne hu kosua de could do that bia kono to say professor me fa ni agro kra so say bi enyina yesusu aye ma menum dware akoskua na ade a wompese ye be ya ne se me professor senya asondin na nka bia ye nso ye yire ye ho se ye betimi akollecture nka bia ye nso nyame ye adoma ye be ye professors. It is something that anytime bia na me hu se ye si obi ye professor bia no me mankranhye bi ba makoma mu se me nyini na sebi me yesa ka mepe se me so me professor, but I don't know, having left the classroom and the lecture hall for several years, me nim say me qualified to be a professor. This be a bedroom na professor who
That's how on pa ho.
I make us say do ho no man na say me professor who
So they say when you brisi kapel bedding
menum etutu enti if an asem ne me ya papa. But you see, I think say yonko born in the cell brapa.
Okay.
What must say na na edu baby a wona mabrabo mu a, you have to be very careful with your life. What must say, especially with the choices you make. Choices, for example, that can lead you to your disgrace. What you say? Akufo-Addo nye nipa ye fa no yonko. Say time na oye Professor AKumfi under President Akufo no. You could clearly see say he had dignity. Eboa. Na oba bedwemu a sebi preduasa. To me say even if he wasn't making a lot of inroads, you could still at least credit him with a neoma bakumi enu bi a obetimi aka say, oh, Professor sebi anyi bia no wabo bill entino nkolabo nidie sonkoma no Beboa. Oh, oyonko bone se obra pana eya da bia me ka ho asem no. Ene se wo hwe time na owo President Kofo ase no na wo hwe time a oba Akufo-Addo aban mu a utimi hu the two personalities no, even though we're one individual, because the character trait and Akufo no untimi fa chrono cranes so no meboa. Enti the first time me te say yes Professor AKumfi ya chino over some SkyTrain scandal bi scanning saying $2 million.
Yeah.
I say, hey, as a Prof so na che say adwuma e wonya obeye. Eti me hu dwiri me pa because idea man fan so ne da. But I was never surprised. Never surprised in the sense that so we share Professor AKumfi one Akufo-Addo ayon kufa no a, you cannot say wadamfo any Akufo-Addo but onya kromfo. Enu ntina na me surprised. Omunyina de oye kromfo panyi pa me nwanwa say abai we hasn't taken time to delve into his subject matter ne ye osafumafo. Ono na President Kufo apenso timi eye krono kese bi a chese be da bedwam a eno Ghana 40 ya President Kufo ka se onyini hu mfiri na abamu a mse ofa kodwam pamo no. Na se wi onu firi ho a hwe obi te se hakma usu agiman ordinarily anyone that comes across Akmoso agiman no bedwen say oyobi a oyenim dini bia sabin wonyam ni bia eni kwan say de krono ye den esusu no but ene Akmoso agiman say oseme ma on history a me first baby am me obekoye andakofo affordable housing When Auditor General's report 2007-2008 captured him in his office say Odenensa bo omansikemu. Yeah, affordable housing ni nyina President Kufo twa ka nyina awie. Yeah, na was senka by the time March 2008 no. I was senka Hakmoso agima wasi edan na awie. Beboa.
Yeah.
A painti. Ono ankasa ni paint krampo so na yesi on fan painti. Ni paint ni di skelele paint.
Okay.
Ono na o now skelele paint.
Okay.
Minim say egu a skelele that so egu on. I don't know say egu ana egu but it may have been defunct. Enti ekoba say what disika na nso so no Professor Mills baye this same group of people they were in Legon. Professor Mills ne Akufo-Addo ne AKumfi. I think that Professor Mills and Akufo-Addo they were seniors to AKumfi because they may have gone to the school in somewhere 64 and AKumfi called Legon in 1965.
Okay.
And you know, not just we junior to omo. Ohwesa omo no kaba na omo from we na. Utu say adwen boni ni efi. Especially omo wa MPP mu no. Krono nkwa. Tu hu osafuma afo a ono na ni mate ne Professor Mills e wo Legon. Same as Akufo-Addo. But time I know almost say Professor Mills say we dey Udi ye kokra uni bibia ye ne sa no no mo adwen fi ene wo mutirim enti krono adwen ko a na nipa ba ko a odi oman we nya da bia no ne kan den na so da bia me kire se ono na aboa amoa ma oman we yanchi akromfo Professor Mills enu nti no emomu nyini wo boni bi mu se ye koso eye bone kra na NDC background muntimi nya hwe enu ti no Osafumafo Kroll and Associates adwuma kra sebi ye ka ho asemi company ne nya adwuma bia company bia kra mponi wa sebi o masensan krata bia enso say Matuaka say I was $1 million.
$1 million.
All these things, I think the John Dramani Mahama Jena no Pokwajiman government must look into them and bring finality to some of these things. Because how can you pay for work not done?
$2 million. SkyTrain.
Now, one also so AKumfi. They say the master Osafuma for Treno say maybe the Krasa Maye. Koye. No so the say John no akoye. Etino me no ehun say nyanwanwa say the odi akire esua the odi kan nante. Oh. The professor in MPP can never equal a professor in NDC. So Otis will be a professor when the MPP more or a professor of thieves or a professor of thievery, professor of criminality. Acquire or no a NIA. Yeah, almost a criminologist.
Professor.
Onya a Atifwa.
Yeah.
Huh? Onya professor. Or a professor, Papa. He is a criminologist. Because even when the party people were raising issues with how much he was using or spending to register us, no. Now, to say, I quite say, yet I'm diagro be, the governance need diagro. And you know, I quite say, no, we are professor of MPP more. You must be a professor of armed robbery. Chrono, Kitasisha, Project Dream, Kankai. And you know, I am here. Say, MPP has sunk this very low. However, media me pese mrano, the law should take its course. Now, to the extent that yetimienya kwa do be the abono. Media, I'm in a court of public opinion. My suggestions are that it could be clearer in courts. However, senkonya boni anka nyini sa aban de nyina atemu ano. This aban onya aban a any thing injustice woni moja emu. What must I say? Senke yakufo do na di obi akogina court metimi aka say or political maybe persecution. What must I say? Instead of prosecution. But John Mahama sebi previous onye that person or vindictive when you be a sebi obetimi aka say oh we dey tata omo
but nana say ehun asem buy even under Kufuor.
Yes, it came up. So it should suggest to the listener say John Mahama onye obi a sebi odi obi kwa kogina court say nipa no bia wotan no te se de Kufuor do de ye Dr. Opuni ene ora sedu agongo nom te se de ode ye enkofofofra ebinum kra ended up going to jail me no ka say so say atuesien ye fa ne nko jail wa bra ono so nye ono nko ana na manage bank no one mensa utabel no na na ye meboa enti no se me ne mensa utabel akwa ko diska now say me nkwa dem na mensa utabel ofa ne huni a it means say intention na we den ubuo no meboa say obi o se bank no egu wajai ama bank no egu uwie ya bank no ne asset ne bibia no ne liabilities ne nyina no you didn't care. To the extent that you didn't care, it meant that you had been politically motivated by your actions. What must so John Mahama ntesa it is a John Mahama de obi kojina quarter na wo say mama ye kase ne trebe sepani ko nyina haban san say nipa kro no so onye mfumso a John Mahama he doesn't have any interest. Professor AKumfi John Mahama okay ubebusa say ediana obi de say Professor AKumfi what dey John Mahama enu ntino ni bube fua say o se me de ne tum Professor AKumfi nyo bi a wakogira ba bi krampo aka se bi a mahama krampo se bi ni hu agufin bi ana bibi ntinya se wotan mu na mom genuinely no you are able to see say Professor AKumfi watiatia emraso a di dream ama chronodie bi akodi ne bottom entino say
okay
akoya court asemo a
okay
mini eho asempia meka de meka ne say oman no ahwere sika e wo si timegie
okay
mamma obi a nya se bi a we the Professor AKumfi when na nya asem no MPP ni wo ye party full soldier dwene wo ho wonya sika no bi kura mekan papa no so timo den kakra mom kakra ono on chade
onkunsu di a onko fa
ntino munya no na ono nko adi ye no sebi ono nko ano onfa
enye edugu ahe kokko to ne yere nko ni ono nko ala e kwa wo be
omunya sika no ati ayesisi meso ano no onya sika wa fie obia
okokko to kra no aye mobo
me say MPP for correct me kono say antisisi my escape bi ne fan koye police station adwuma okwa no mama o ma 20 Ghana
what else 20 Ghana
20 I
the letter command support so ni once the boy
ewi ase so kwesi ada bi obesa ko methodist
na say
entino
anu na ma bi sorry no South America
ono nko ani nyaa na odi
na mako 20 United Church na me ba na nsuo to na nsuo bum na mu microphone na de kai san no enkwasi adwuma na nya bi ma sorry ene me gya ye
entino
so be fa nsuo mu san microphone na no say ko heaven na heaven be nem kope na agrada etigu ma pampa ma nkwa so da 70
sofo ne yire ne ma betwam
ade sorry ma nyina
ade che obesa be preach a kire wo say wanya ama unua no na wanya ama me esuna sofo ena o yesa ntino anama meda ehu asese yo mama etimi anya abotre adwa ntatea na wahu ne so esi ayede o makogina court yi omo ne aban kokonhye se base omo dibemu a aban nya omo we enye persecution prosecution se base omo di fonso so a ene e be yire omo kete na edu omo akwakoto afiase
omo pe plea bargaining so fast na
plea bargaining no makoye plea bargaining
omo di esika
no there is one thing about plea bargaining na eboa
okay
say sometimes no ewiase no ebia na unim se me kobokro no ayebecheme ene ya chew nti e wo se krase maka nso me we eno ani se sike ya se bi ufa ebia no adi be se wo hamu nchichemu be edu aka wo hamu nchichemu adi okuno fako wo de kwa wo se out of about $2 million na me wi aye no metimi adi be to 20,000 na 200,000 nemum aka be se 1.8 million nti me de ba ti aban we de mesremo ka me de fa mo kon ho na mache me nti e ba sa na ewom se Professor AKumfi we wi sika no so wagi atum se we wi na o sa di sika ne ba sika no mom na ye hwehwe
na ebi so sika no so mo yi acha
we ya chese sen
se bi sika no nya ba kofo
dabi o ye kohwini sa
dabi na dollar rate sen
dabi dabi sustain dollar no de ba
$2 million or
$2 million no fa enye cedi dollar na na eje se dollar so ba form
na ebi ali sika no so yi ye no ye chiche mu a
nti sa no Professor bem dabi o nti ba sa na Professor tu betro am wani magu ase
e so corrance ko
e so corrance so ma Akufo-Addo bia ko gibra de o ma ni bibia o say me nkwa me nkowu nti me sra mo famra sa no be boa ma bibia be yi no
e theory full
no tio be pacho makati me sra o
theory
theory a me so ma dwe me say hwe papa because sika no ne ahwehwe o
enye sika na wo hwehwe obi afa ponchi
okay so ponchi ba ko
ka si yo fa ponchi mra mo di na 10 years obi awi abrode atwa ne system
ono na one plea for bargaining
no
plea bargaining there is an option
what a ponchi ni an ka so fa ponchi mra but sika we wudi am AKumfi kokotum papa we na focus o sa ko didi na se sika no ma fa ni free ento di sika ne ba
sika one day they do atuma they do
Debbie, I don't just say found to know. Sunny and what I don't interest in found to plea bargaining interest in found to. What can I be a 2-3? The on say a prosecution, you know, and I call for plea bargaining say yanti where you so.
O si bi wo ho a ye no properties anu anya dada.
No.
2020 ni ba no na. Akani nyina bo. Oh, but before so yes can before obeba.
Mama kan cho. MPP ni bi obeka se no yes can bi ano.
Na duba ni enim no.
Ti. Obi a oboa. Professor Ben we say yes can. Akufo do na ne kan. Ti. And I say Professor bi no yes can ni papa no e professor. Book no choton. Won ni kapre ye koye campaign kura 1992. E koye fa so ntimi ye campaign. Wow, just one only for the buy. Only election commission the buy. Enye so ye campaign. Ni pa obo ya. Ko fo po no jane na so kura kakrampo. Ono kura no ni kapre.
Memma me ka bibi no.
Me ka se no jane na so se. David ko fo kura de na so.
Rally am the pijama
sabada. Ko fo kura de na fie wo.
Masa January.
Ko fo de no oni bi. Fine. We dey onu na no oni bi kura.
Let's on some here can.
No, I'm saying say onu po was better than Professor Professor Dubai.
Oh no, better.
And Kufo not better than Dubai.
Pajamas are back.
Kwajo tiasa making. Kufo was not better financially than Dubai.
Oh yeah.
I know na making.
Now was 0 number 1 now. Who was 0 me or 1? Me 1 again to
Arabadina that's also.
Idea document ya.
Court document na Araba ya suspending dinner was to their
company idea do me dey company apodi no.
Araba dinner that's what.
Pacho me nkenya sasem ni enya nkwasasem. Ye nkenya sasem. Etime di manusia. Etime di manusia no. Professor AKumfi. Say sebi ne pieto ayema. Me die sebi eyanya mu na tan ne krampo no me ne no a bi pia bonti amani be wu papa. Sanse se woni na ho nyina na wo krofo minim da say Professor Mua ebitima e krofo a se bi $2 million
but so you improving guilt
pacho aha me ti me se me ti public of court of friends court of public opinion me no se bi unifo a ye fa nkogina ho oh Debbie I don't guess I'm serious, Anna. You could say so, but I'm saying that until such a time, my Rebecca's were guilty, no. He's guilty.
Listo.
Who say, Mokase? You are not guilty until proven guilty. Yes, sir. So you cannot say, sir, he is not guilty until he is not guilty. And two sides of the coin. What must say? Nanama. Don't always be positive. Who's our Mokabro say you are not guilty until you are guilty. Until proven guilty. Yeah. So you are guilty until proven not guilty.
Yeah. I know the say.
When I would tell you,
I never no crown America. Say you're guilty. Until some are guilty. Yes, Professor Nezekano. And to send you, I know more person positive say you are not guilty. Maybe they may say you are guilty until you are proven not guilty.
Okay, no, you're dear.
I am in Kwame dear, a philosophy. Say I say when you're back, or people say, oh, bet your bar. And I may say, when you're back, or people bet you say, when you're back. Simple. That you can't quote say, so when you're guilty. I don't think that I court to know. You didn't call your court to say, oh, make some dientia, or no, you're guilty. Because I buy the was who you're guilty.
But
of some charges.
Maybe not pocket, I mean, you're guilty.
You are not guilty.
I'm not guilty.
Until he proves you guilty.
What if you know
it's not quite the family lawyer. Position of the law. So they are back. So who entered defense? The verdict, the onus shift.
Please use your mind.
Shifted onto him, so no never.
Oh, my proof who you guilty.
So who responded to we are.
Okay.
Yes. Now the burden of proof no shift.
What I say? And no. Into who you when you're guilty. Until so be proof so you're guilty.
If you want to.
What I say? But then you're quite here so on so anyway.
Kwadio. Makati. Yeah, quite MPP press conference.
And the concerned good board.
Yeah, concerning a year. And no more ye been a national and a BIB. Into no answer, and no one in and no ye,
minority.
Doctor, sir, Baumi advisor no Dr. Mahama bibi oh maybe or na ye minority die no ena enenso no na bi nso aye na bi nso aye na die no sawati mana yembo mama ansa na okay enti mama na bi we say no wana ye start discussion no okay enti enti eno ade.
We say without is useless if the president is unable to act on this matter. Ladies and gentlemen, the irony of the present circumstance is that not only was Mr. Samijefi a loud critic of Honorable Cecilia Dapa for some months ago, but he was equally very critical of her ladyship Justice Okuno few weeks ago because the judicial service paid for tickets in dollars, although this was the required currency transaction in such matters and also well situated within the travel policy of the judicial service. We say without fear of contradiction that in the absence of Mr. Samijefi providing direct evidence of the source of funding, thousands of United States dollars found in his car, seen in the video widely circulated on social media, these funds are proceeds of unlawful or criminal enterprise by Mr. Samijefi. Section 1 of the Anti-Money Laundering Act 1044, makes the possession, concealment, conversion, disguise, or transfer that is or forms part of an is useless if the president is unable to act on this matter. Ladies and gentlemen, the irony of the present circumstance is that not only was Mr. Samijefi a loud critic of Honorable Cecilia Dapa for some months ago, but he was equally very critical of her ladyship Justice Okuno few weeks ago because the judicial service paid for tickets in dollars, although this was the requirement.
Anama, I said, Nana for Nado's crew. Inti, you moon,
Quite Joe. Oh,
Nana Boachina. I have press conference. Henry Nana Boach. Nana for Nomado's crew. Table is to cry on enough for 4. Where's our memo? Because as I'm going, Moody Tadis and then the debris and so. I think, sir, Nana be press conference. The only aspect now, Metimaka say, Nansa womb. The call on President Mahama say, Obibia 1 year appointment, our party executive. Obe resign. The party position, no matter what before. That call, a legitimate call. Say, we party executive, good position. Na Yamawe Juma, say, with the party, Juma no tour.
okay.
No, be no fool. Nabutre. Untimi yenimi nunyina momo. Oh, a mind. A mind, you, a man yourself in a year, a conflict of interest. As it be, I be that, but that don't make it right. They say, on full concentration. Now, ultimately, Juma. Now, at that, for France, on your coin and ye Juma. Juma no dorsum. Or Baku for Intimina, a senior coupon, a Baku for San Catania coupon. I say, and to Faha, no, we were no be a ye be. You see, and got some cock, a good body. Na oma elevate akugan full communication officer I say not acting no say okra position no we aba na fofora be sheho na manfo no mo komani ya enua Eric J is Eric wo enkran ha okra position will be one ever year. You get it. So when you get a replacement, a beboa.
But that's part, you know, and you're not being a decided NDC.
A manusem, a mamu, a government. What I say, do grab party position. I will send a press conference. Sa honomo kakrano. You know, a yardry.
Okay, we in a yard. I said, you know, the being a better, the NDC national chairman. I said, neck ebeye.
Ama, one can say, or no, ne wumi, no more dream yepe, or say, or no, ne yard. Send an adrian a dump trim.
Okay.
I see it now, how your mouth for me are there, but we sit here and say,
Thank you for making time with us once again today. We say God bless you for the good work you are doing, and not being selfish, just share it to other colleagues of yours or other platform that you belong to, so that everybody will be current on what is happening or how the president or the political season is going. Thank you for doing that for us. God bless us all. Stay tuned for more.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.